We're now live. Hooray! Hello, everybody. We are the Mad Scientists. I'm Mad Frankie, and I'm changed my seat. And this is Violet I got over here. And together we make the Mad Scientists. What are you doing? Hello.
Hi, Liz. Hi, Colleen. Welcome. Okay, Fran.
Hello, everybody. Can't see you, but hello. Pardon?
Headphones.
Oh, headphones. Yes.
Good. Yep.
Headphones. Yes. Plug them in.
Oh, Smoky Maryland. Oh, I saw that, Liz. You're getting the smoke from the Canadian fires.
I've got to take the headlight off first.
Okay,
I've got
Colleen.
the headlight.
Enjoy your lunch. Fran's going to be showcasing some new ideas and then doing some gel plating. I'm going to leave the scene. Off I go.
Bye.
Oh, look at you. You pushed me right off.
I pushed you off.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we've got some things to look at from the last live first.
Okay, Colleen.
Let me just. I think that's about right. Well, that's as good as it gets. So we've got one here from the last live. So let's have a look at that. See how that's done. Not bad, not bad. Here we go. There we are. That's not bad at all.
This is the one I think Bessie may have been waiting. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Oh, he's nice. Look at that.
He's got really good print. This was a second pull of one that I pulled with tissue first, and I thought I might get a bit more for pro. So it's not the best paper, but it was slightly better than tissue, and it pulled really well.
It did. Look at that. I love that. I like it. It looks different. Now it doesn't look so much like Cityscape as it does. It just like splashes out from behind him.
Yeah. Or a corridor, you're looking down, something like that. I should try and make a stencil of some of the corridors I built in 3D. I should look at that.
Yeah. Really a whole new perspective on seeing this one. Hi, Anne. I hope you're feeling well today. Hi, Trish.
I think it's also
Trish, I hope you're feeling well too.
Originally, it would have been that way up. So there we go. I like it because it's got both of those iridescents in.
Yes, I think that is
blue,
pop it a bit more.
Yeah, it's really quite nice. Quite nice altogether.
Hi, Paula. Oh, Paula has the stinkiest cold ever invented, and she's COVID negative.
Well, at least there's some saving grace in there.
Yeah.
So we've got this big one. Well, we've got a couple of biggish ones here, actually. We'll have a look at them.
Yeah, Anne Lar has COVID, and I just got a message from her. She's doing a little bit better. She's sleeping a lot, and that's okay.
Oh, it's up there. Sorry, I couldn't see it. Woo! What happened? Oh, I don't know what I did. Sorry.
I don't know. You could still see you, so.
Could you? Oh, I couldn't see me. Well, this is really rather nice, this one. Just a moment. Let me move this one the other way up because it gives it all away before we've even seen it. Otherwise. Turn it around. Put it back down. Good. Right, so we've got two to pull. So let's see what this one is.
Oh, I love it already.
This is the one that I tried to get a couple of other bits from. like this bit here, and there
Oh,
was a bit somewhere a bit further over, I think. Ooh, sorry about that. My
oh,
arm slipped.
you
I'm
okay?
sorry. Let me put that down for a sec and pull it from this side. It might be safer. I think this will do. There we go. Yes, I think this will do. We don't need to worry about the little scraps that are left. Because as I was saying during the other live, I quite like these light patches, these little light patches. Don't lose too many of them. I think they're quite good. So the ones what we have picked up, which I think was that piece, so that's quite nice, possibly, or it might be something like that piece that I can now no longer see because we picked it up. Maybe that bit. But what we've got is pretty good. This is the one with grasses and plants. You can see a nice leaf shape there poking through. And actually, with the colours here, that almost looks like a little yellow mushroom, doesn't it? Little yellow toadstool.
So this is one from vegetation.
Yep, correct.
Wow.
It was a veggie pool.
Wow. Colleen, thanks for asking. She's really recovering very well. We're very pleased. She was up and standing yesterday, and today she'll be walking. So
That's good.
we're very pleased with the way her recovery's going.
I'm just trying to press my little buttons. I'm sorry.
That's
There we
all
are.
right.
Oh, I can hear you now. That's better.
You hear me
So
better?
yeah, so you were very low. I couldn't
Oh,
make out what you were saying at the time. So this one, as I say, was done with the grasses and the leaves, which you can see patterns of here and there. And I think that's pretty neat. I love the colours, the combination of the colours, the magenta and
absolutely.
I used I think I used alizarin crimson, I'm not sure, but I also used the either the yellow iron oxide or the quinacridone nickelazo gold in there. So it's that or that, one or two of those, and I probably some of the red iron oxide as well.
I'm
And
looking
then
on the sheet for if the tansy was on that one.
I think that's that one.
You think?
I think, but I'm
I
not
don't think
sure.
so. No, I don't think so. Mm-mm.
At the moment, I'm sort of pressuring Ian slightly to try and get him to cut down all the weeds in the patch outside the laundry room window, but not the row of tansy.
It's okay.
So far, I'm not winning. So I've transplanted some tansy into a little pot, but it's not going to be as good a harvest as I would have got from it.
Yeah.
Pity.
Okay,
So we've
Trish.
got a nice,
You go
almost
next.
clean plate. We can get those little bits up there. What did I do with the kilo tape? It's down here. And just rip that out, and then we've got one more to look at.
Thank you for asking, Colleen. Yeah, we went to the hospital yesterday to see her. It was a relief to see her in person, to see how she looked and felt and sounded like her old self.
Yeah, because when people say they're all right on
Yeah.
videos and things like that, you don't. It's not so good as real life.
Yeah,
Is it?
no, a Zoom video was not. I even told her that a Zoom video was not going to work. We both were anxious and worried for her, and we wanted to see her. So I'm glad we went.
Yeah, good.
It's about a hour or so away, the hospital. So through the city. Oh my God.
There we go. Well, I might just try and get that last little bit in the middle there. Yes.
Hi, Lori. Welcome, welcome.
One bit always resists you. Why is that? One little stubborn bit of paint saying, I'm not leaving. I'm not going.
It's like the naughty child.
Yeah. Well, that'll do for me. That's not too bad for me. Okay, we'll pop him down as well. And then get rid of the surface. No, this is the last one. This one is another one of the grass pulls. So we'll see what we've got. I don't suppose it's anything special or anything.
We love our people who pop in,
Quite
even if they
nice.
can't stay. They're our poppers. We have our liquors and we have our poppers. Wow.
Those are just the old prints from before.
No,
You
I'm
ignore
looking at the vegetation.
covering things up.
I'm
Covering
looking
up
at
the
the one you're pulling. That's just wow.
That's not bad at all, is it? Well, you've
There's
got a lovely. That's the tansy. That's definitely the tansy. It's more
yeah,
feathery.
turn it 180 degrees. Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah,
there we are.
that's
Tansy,
it.
definitely.
That's what I was looking for. Isn't that beautiful? Hi, Ricky.
I like the gold coming through. No, it's copper. Sorry, copper coming through. Definitely copper. And the dark blue. The dark blue suits it, and the little splashes of that lovely fluorescent green really does the ticket. It's definitely the ticket. Does the job. I'm mixing my metaphors here. Sorry. Luck out and talk at all. Words are hard.
Right, Colleen? They're just beautiful. It's just, you watch Fran slap down the colors and so much paint, and you're like, what? And then you see this. How did she do that? She's got magic in her fingers, I think.
I don't know. Luck. It's just luck.
No explanation.
There you go.
It's just beautiful.
There's a wand of grass there. You can see it, can't you? There's the blade covering it, and there's the other bit. There's the stalk.
No,
and
it's in the dark the way you're holding it. It's dark, and there you go. Oh,
yeah. See? So there's a few ones. There's another grass with its little seedies. There's the seedies of that one, and then we've got another tansy there. Look, I can see another tansy there. So got these two
I can actually imagine too that if you had the honesty in there with the tansy. Ooh.
Well, I transplanted an honesty from that bed he's threatening to thrash because I didn't realise there was one hiding in amongst other weeds. So I was quite glad to see that. I've got some out the front, and I've got some in a big pot, just a few in the big pot with the geranium that was transplanted, which I think is coming back to life. That I had two geraniums in pots, one in a massive pot, which I rescued from the front where they were doing the stuff for the path, and the other one in a pot that had always been on the patio. Yeah, it's about that big. And that one I think has definitely died. Put some other things in there. I put some of the Portulaca americana in there, the pokeweed.
Yes.
So they're doing very well.
I love the fluorescent green that shows up on that print too.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Sit down.
You are more than allowed to say it, Paula. Go right ahead.
Here's the prints from the last time, and we've got this lovely
stained glass.
This lovely one here, which is superb, and we've got this one, which is the really rather nice one. I really like how that turned out with the duck pilot and this lovely mottling all over with different colours all over the city perspective. Very nice, I think.
A hallway, like you said, a mechanical hallway or something like that behind him, or framework of a hallway. Technology,
and somebody from A different time, and B, a very odd place because he's got a beak. So those two are covering up the secret. Here we go.
Out with the plague doctor would look beautiful too. Oh, that's just gorgeous.
Are you ready? Are you ready? It's all going away. Ta-da!
And what do we have on the plate?
And what do we have on here? On here, we have some more of the little perspectives. I said I was going to cut some more of those to do ATC-sized ones. So I've got some of those and one a little bit bigger. So I've got three of those and a slightly bigger one. So I can do some more with those. And these are the completely new ones. These are Howl and his friends. And this is Earth. And this is Spirit of the Wild Wood. I would say it's a dryad rather than the king of the wildwood, which is male. This is more like a dryad.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say it's not Groot. We are Groot.
no, but she's definitely growing, changing from a tree to a person, or the other way around, one or the other.
Yeah.
And she has an apple in her hand, so she might be slightly related to Eve. Don't know. So I thought that was quite good. That I enjoyed doing that one. Came out really quite nice with leaves here where one hand is. A few leaves left there. The hand obviously grasping the apple there. And I think I've done quite well with that one. And you can put it down either side so it comes up both ways. Either way, quite like that.
If you put it on either side of Howl, then it looks like they're all holding up their hands to each other.
Yeah. And then this is Earth. This
Ah.
is the spirit of the Earth. And I have also, they're no longer attached to him, but there is a version with this attached. So I've got them all here. All right, where's E? Come on, what have you done with E? The E has fallen away somewhere. Oh, it's on the floor. There we are.
What did you call the other one? What did you call the tree lady?
Spirit of the wood.
Okay.
A dryad. E A R T H. There we are. Earth. This is the spirit of the earth, this one. I can't remember whether the letters came off this one or that one or the other. But I'm thinking, looking at these, of doing a whole alphabet in this style, perhaps. Very earthy, sort of grungy, folio party, sort of gritty. Yeah, so I might do that. But in the meantime, there are two different sizes of him. That's just a bit of paint. That's not real. So you can have him go in either way. And I just like him because he's come at rising up out of the earth. Bits of earth and clod are falling off him. And he's got quite squarish eyes and quite a blocky sort of figure and head.
I'll tell you,
I thought
Russ watches so much. He's just not too long ago finished a Supernatural marathon, and now he's doing an X-Files marathon. I swear, all I see is weirdness.
there you go. Yeah, you're definitely on my team.
Yeah, you couldn't imagine.
And this is Howl. Oh, I've missed a bit there. Look at that. Little bit not come out. I shall have to slice that off a bit better.
Gentle pull.
No, I'm not going to do a gentle pull. I'm going to get a nice sharp knife and slice in. Yeah, I might have to use a pair of scissors to get that bit out.
Yeah.
Don't want to come. It's nearly off. I've just got to grab it with a. There we go. Done. So I did three sizes. I did a nice big massive one of Howl. You can see that he's in a bit of a temper, and he's building up. Oh, there's another one that I've missed. Building up a storm. So
I said whirling dervish, and she said, "No, this is Howl."
This is Howl, the howl of the wind. Sorry, I just like that. Howl of the wind.
It's part of the Earth series. So Howl of the Wind, Spirit of the Earth, and Spirit of the Wood.
Yep. So wind, wood, earth, all sort of basic elementals. Yeah. And he's got his teeth and he's sort of glaring, and he's sort of building up these tornado-y things, and from he's sort of part tornado, part elemental. But he's got the power over all this. And there's one heck of a storm up here. He must have quite a headache, poor boy.
There's always a story with her, right?
And they come in three sizes. And again, you can turn them over. So he does it the other way around. No problem. But of course, I cut them this way round, so the beveling is on the edge that way round, you know. And I did try cutting one about this size for the ATC size, and that did not work very well because it's quite complex. So I would have to go through and do quite a lot of work. This is the most work-heavy one. It took me about 3 days getting from the preliminary sketch, which was about there, and getting to this stage, and making sure everything's connected because there's so much detail in it.
Are these available in the shop yet?
I only finished them about half an hour before the live.
So, right.
Well, before I was talking to you. So, no, not yet. But I will put those, and I'll put the this one, the what do you call it? Stained glass.
Stained glass.
And the big sheet of this that we played with last time. It's behind me with all the little bits. I will put that in the Dropbox as well because this will go with the individual pieces that were like that and the corner. Yeah. So now we've got a big sheet of it as well.
Now, when does Mariah leave? So whenever she leaves,
she's probably gone. She'll probably have to deal with it when she gets back. She won't have time now.
Right. So it wouldn't be, yeah.
I know she was going, but it's a question of doing these things when your brain is in the right zone, you know, when your creative ideas are moving.
Yep.
I've been a bit down lately, and so I've not had a lot of the creative urges working very well. You can see with this one that there was a bit of a problem with the storm. It was a bit flippy floppy. So I connected it up a bit more. So that's much better now.
Well, not so much so, really, as well. Like the city perspective is a bit flippy floppy, even the little ones, and you did okay.
But I just thought this was so much there that it wasn't detracting from it to reconnect and put it back together. Yeah. So I cleared up that extra bit there. There was an extra bit, this bit here, and I thought, what the heck's that doing there? I don't know what that's doing there. So I cut it back a bit. I think it was just describing the separate cloud shapes that I was drawing at the time, but I don't really need them that detailed. So got rid of some of it, and there we are. We've got that. So let's have a play with these. Huh?
Lori has to go. So
bye, Lori.
Got to go pick up a little one from the last day of school. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. We appreciate it.
So let's get one of those ones we just pulled. I was hoping I'd get some of those available to do a bit of playing with.
We're going to have some fun.
We're going to have some fun. Yeah. Absolutamente. Let me put that in a pot. Get him out of the way. So we need some colours. I've got all these pieces. Look at the number of times I've cut them, and I've got these pieces. We're trying to fit them all into a square.
Now, see, I look at that, and if you didn't want to use it for on your plate as a stencil or whatever, then you cut it up and make
Frankenstencils. Yeah, I've got a whole pot full of stuff for that, and I haven't done anything with it because I'm too busy getting the next thing out. So let's see, what are we going to do with these? Let's try for some. Well, we'll start with something darkish. I think we should. I'm going to move that one off because I need the area to wipe off with. Move my cup. There's my brayer. Just want to try and get it a little bit more. Can you see that? That's all right for you, isn't it? Right.
Yes, we're good.
Good. So if we're going to use Howl, I want to use Howl first because I think he's wonderful. My favourite. I mean, the amount of work I put into him, he's turned out really well. So we'll have a go with him first. We may decide while we're doing this is going to be the first test print, you see, and we may decide when doing the first test print that actually he needs a bit more gap in him somewhere. But I quite like his shape, and of course the smaller ones won't need that. But you might do that for the bigger one. I don't know. Well, I have to have a see. That's what we play with them for, to find out how they work and what's the best thing to do with them. So let's have something like Payne's Grey. Yes, Payne's Grey. Come on, don't get in the way. Not just yet. Have we got a big one? Have I got a big one? I need a big one. I like a big one. A big one?
She's gone weird.
Well, I've got a... Oh, there's the proper big one. Here we are. That's the one I was looking for. This one. This is the soft roller. I found the
Howl, and he spelled Howl, Howl, like Howl at the Moon.
Like the Welsh spelling of Diana Wynne Davis, who wrote a story about Howl, different kind of Howl. A Welsh Howl. It was a wizard.
Yes, the one with the house. Howl and his moving house.
There's something else falling off. Every time I move, I knock something over. Getting smaller and smaller, this area. I'm going to need some more of that. I didn't put enough down. I was wondering if I'd put enough down. I did think perhaps I hadn't. You see how bluey this Payne's Grey is when it's that thin, don't you?
Yeah. I like Payne's Grey. It's one of my favorite colors.
Yeah, me too. And isn't that odd when you think about it? It's a grey, for goodness sake.
I know, but I know.
You know, it's not what you would have expected.
Is Ricky still here? I wanted to tell her that I really liked her new little paper holder that she got from Temu. Very nice. I have not been disappointed in anything I purchased from them. But I'm very, very careful also what I purchase from them. I look at size and dimensions and comparisons and...
Yeah, I seem to have some funny bits on my brayer.
Hi, Carla.
Trying off. Won't do anything about it this time, because I've already put too much there. So it's time to put the stencil down and hope for the best. Right, Howl. Bye-bye, Howl. Down you go.
Down you go.
Down you go. Who else should we have? We could just do a lot of Howl.
Howl.
But we'll do
Werewolves of London.
And the Dryad. Now, these can go with the other ones as well, so you don't need to limit yourself. I'm not sure, actually, whether I put the other elementals in. Did I? I think I did. I'll have to have a look and check that. Right, there we go. I do like this paper. It's very forgiving. Good at its job.
Yeah, everyone, well, not everyone, but a couple people are saying that Howl looks like Ricky Gervais.
Really? That's a pity. I'm not keen on Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, neither am I.
I didn't like him in The Office, and I didn't like The Office. I didn't watch it at all.
Yeah, neither did
I
I.
think he's a comedian on his own without all those idiots. Sorry, bet they're not really. It's just they didn't appeal to me. I mean, Office. Oh God, I used to work in an office. I don't not want to watch anything about it.
Yeah, I'd rather watch X-Files again.
Yeah, you know what's happening there, don't you?
I don't
Or the
watch a
Fringe.
lot of TV, and when I do, it's to entertain me, not yeah, it's
Yes,
or
exactly.
or it's National Geographic. When we went to the hospital to see my bonus daughter, she had National Geographic on the TV, and I'm not sure that I wasn't more interested in that than the conversation she and her dad were having. That's cool. That is really cool. That's a nice. Okay.
Well, it's only a soak up, and it's the first one. You
I
don't
know,
expect me from the first one anyway.
but I'm
I would have
looking
preferred
at the
more detail
details.
from Howl. That maybe some sign of things to come.
Carla.
We'll see how it goes.
I'll tell
What
you
we
what
need
I
to
the
do.
show I wish they'd bring back because I love the older shows, of course. Northern Exposure was one of my most favorite shows, TV series.
Northern Exposure. I don't think I ever saw that.
Could be not. I don't know if it would ever have broadcast over there, but I loved it. It was about living in Alaska, and it was
Oh
just,
yeah.
I loved it. I wish they'd bring it back. I try to catch episodes where I can, or you know, snitch them where I can, but I think I need to just go buy buy a video player and or a CD player and buy the CDs.
Mhm.
I love it, right? And it is so the characters are beautiful. They are and they really well played. Good actors. John Corbett was in it.
I better do this one. Yes.
And it was so far out. And Doctor what's his name from ER was in it. Anthony Edwards towards the end was in it. In the last
Oh, I like Anthony Edwards.
yeah.
He was in some Poirot.
He was in ER, this TV series
Yeah.
ER.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
I
I know
love
it was on here, but I didn't see it. I was very picky on what I watched, and now I hardly watch anything at all. Let me pull that away so I can get a bit more.
right, Lisa. It was great. Carla, Russ is down to the ending of X-Files. He's been who got hit in the head with the satellite. Was that Anthony Edwards? No. Yeah, maybe it was. No. It was oh gosh, it's been so long. Who was the guy that got
Now,
hit in
we
the head with
have to do this for a while to see what we can get, so let's put that down. Oh, I missed the edge. Oh well, tough.
Yes, Ann, and I did cry.
So let's get this and wipe that up before I get it all over my fingers.
You know, if I have to work this hard to get this frickin' glue out, then I don't need it. I need something that doesn't hurt my hands.
Yeah. There we go. I've got that.
That's what I wanted to see. Multicolors. Multicolors with Howl,
The idea.
which I'll see.
He's a multicolored sort of personality.
Yes, he is. He stirred up all the
Yeah.
nasty soil and wind and dust and particles.
Oh.
And now he looks beautiful.
I like that. Look at that. That is nice. Lovely.
And
Oh, that's just the second. Ooh.
what I meant on the first one you pulled, the blue one, is that it looked great because you could see the details, which makes
Well,
it
you can see more details on this one, I think.
yeah, which
than that one.
makes it a great
Not so much detail on here. but more on there.
But it makes it a great stencil.
Yeah, hopefully. That's what I'm hoping for. I really enjoyed making him, even though it took so long. I'm very happy with that one. So let's have a go with a few more. Now those were, the first one was, the Payne's Grey was a high flow, and those two were fluid acrylics. And we've got a bronze, a copper, a quinacridone violet, transparent yellow iron oxide. Let's have a go with those in the fluid acrylics. I don't have so many fluid acrylics as I do high flow, because I like high flow so much. Every time I see a new colour, it's like, oh, high flow. Is it available in high flow? No, I'm not interested. Oop, drop the glob.
All right.
On there.
Now I've got a
yellow iron oxide. Let's get that nasty bit off from the last time.
Not yet, Carla. I think you're talking about Monday's stencils were I think they've only just gone up into the box for Mariah. Carla's saying the two main stencils you used on Monday were wonderful. Are they available from Mariah yet?
Well, I think I'm pretty sure I've already put the duck pilot up some time ago. And I think the city perspective is already up there. Pretty sure. But
in the shop, well,
I used these the other day, this last time, and that's not up in the shop yet. But I will put it there. I will.
I think, yeah, I think those have been done enough that they're available to Mariah, but if she's QC'd them yet, I don't know. If she and Brad have let's see, we've got
other stencil designers, so just because I finished playing with it and I think it's ready doesn't mean to say they do.
Right.
They may not have seen it yet. They may be working on somebody else's stencils, and they may not have to look just yet.
They are
with
not
them going on holiday.
They are not in there yet. They are the most recent stencil available through Fran is her whales, sharks, and dolphins.
We ought to be playing with those,
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere.
And then before that was sponge skin. So Mariah,
sponge skin one.
Yeah. Let's see what's the latest ones to go up are Peas in a Pod by Carrie. The Woven Cross Stitch. Ooh, that's a Mariah and Brad. The Cherry Blossom, Mariah and Brad. Ooh.
Get a lot of detail out of Howl. Come on, Howl. Tell us the story.
Lots of Chrissy Hartman's Garden Door, the Garden Gate, the Missing Blocks from PM, the Diamond Tooth, the Hexagonal Dashes. A lot of PM went up. Oh, look at all these beautiful stencils. Oh, these are so cool.
Yeah, apart from everything I've already said, they could be working on their own stuff. You've got to remember that as well. Yeah.
There are 142 artists, and well,
they've got 142 stencil artists now.
Yes, and that includes, and I don't think that includes themselves. So yeah, and yes, right. There's no one to fill orders after the 19th, so they're busy. She was wondering about the lacy one. So.
Oh, that one. Yes, I've not put that one up yet. I've got to put that one up as well. Yes, I did say at the beginning of stream, but yeah, I'm going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
They can't do anything with it until they've got it. I quite like that. That's nice.
That's very.
I think we need some blues. Same colours, but a bit of blue as well. I think. I fancy a bit of blue.
What?
What? You want it back?
No, Paula says what, V? What? I could have lived with some fluorescent green in that one.
Well, did I leave the fluorescent green out here, or did I put it away somewhere? I don't know. Fluorescent green? Where are you? Let's put those over there. Let's not, because they're not the good one. Let's put those. Just let me lift these up a sec. Nothing there. Oh, don't go in the tea.
I think you need 142 designers. Yeah. Well, hold on. I just looked. I could be wrong. Artist Studio Stencils. Designs by artist, 142? No, that can't be right.
142
designs.
I was going to say, it sounds like a lot.
Okay, dummy. 142 designs. Thank you, Paula, for waking me up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 designers, not PM Art Studio. Duh.
I thought it was 20-something. There it is, hiding behind the oil. There it is.
See, that's what I get for not paying attention to myself.
So we've got a bit of copper. Oh, not much left in that one.
Oh, but I had to go, and didn't I, guys? I made you look.
And we could have a bit of that alizarin, just to keep up with the red theme. A little bit of the alizarin, a little bit.
Now y'all can come back and watch Fran.
There we go. Not a bit of blue, phthalo. A little bit of the phthalo. Whoop. Let's take the top knot off first and give it.
That's still a nice round, handy dandy number there. There's some. I mean, you guys that design, wow. That includes.
I think if there were 127 designers, they'd never get around to seeing everybody.
Yeah. Well, I said 142, but there's 142 stencils available. That's not counting the foam stamps.
Yeah. How many stamps have they got now? I'd like to know.
47.
Because we're waiting on a Jubilee clip now, I think. I'm not sure how much else we're waiting on, but he's got to make I told you about the thing he's going to make to hold the doodah for the tubing, the exhaust fumes.
Yeah.
So he's got to make a thing, a sort of a form out of wood to cover the front of the window at the bottom. And for the what?
I hate to interrupt you, but the lighting has gone. Something's blocking the lighting, or changed the lighting, because it's got
the same as it was.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's nothing I can do about it.
Okay, now it's come back. So I wonder. All right, I'm sorry.
Maybe it's StreamYard. Maybe it's StreamYard playing us up. Let's give this a go.
Okay, I apologize for interrupting you.
That's okay. I was just saying a sort of a form thing to hold the tubing, something to so it won't allow the gases to come back into the house, but will hold the tube so that the tube can. That's going to be a bit murky. Oh well. Can let the gases get out of the house.
Yep. Good for Ian. Good
for Well, he decided first he was going to go up through the window on the other side of the room, sort of way over there, and then it was let's get the exhaust going up the chimney, and then it's not working very well with it just being killed there by the fire guard. So then he needs something to hold it in place. It's going to make a sort of form for the fire, and then he thought, actually, in fact, there's a window nearby. If I can do it with that window, it won't need so much work, because you could just raise the window a bit and just put a little thing big enough to get the hose in there. So that's what he's doing now. Window's a better idea.
Hi, Miriam.
I reckon the next pool's going to be better. This is just a smear.
Wow.
I thought it was going to be, but it's quite a smear. But you can still see shapes, especially up against light like that. You can still see the shape. But it needs a lot of drying, that one. I'm going to have to isolate that one on the floor somewhere. So
you could do another pull.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Absolutely, could do another pull with tissue.
I hope that's all right. Another sheet of tissue. Come on, come on. No, I only want one sheet of tissue, not 7. 1, 3. I'm not going to get much of this one. Let's clean the plate off nicely.
Out near.
And this is what we got. That's not too bad, actually. I quite like that.
I do too.
Yeah, what a lovely mottling you got, because there was less paint on there. So much less paint. Yeah. Not bad at all. And Howl is still shouting nicely.
Yes,
yeah, I've got to cut this off now. The rest of it.
Got his arms raised in action.
Yep, he's boiling up the wind. Boiling and boiling. Yep. I can probably put that one underneath there. Running out of room. Running out of room. Stay. No, 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 you're not falling on the floor again. I hate it when stencils try to sort of gradually dive for the floor. Now then, what is that one again?
Gentle with the paint, gentle.
Yes, we don't want to go too far.
Yep.
Too late. Did that last time.
Too late.
Well, too late.
What time is it there now, Miriam? She's doing online shopping while she's listening to you.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry I stopped talking. Buy that.
Yeah, go buy that. Buy that. Buy that. Oh, you need that. Don't buy that. Oh, she's the supermarket. Oh, that's not. Yeah.
Oh, it's not the same.
I know. She loves to mess with me, Anne. Anne says, when Fran says, too late, she has such a sound of glee.
Yes, I do. Don't have to worry about it anymore. It's still late.
Too late. Oh, Miriam's shopping at the supermarket. Not as much fun as shopping for art supplies.
No, never as much fun as that.
So it's
Here we go.
right now.
Really not minding having these creases here, although it's possible not to have them. But I'm liking them with Howl. It seems to suit his aura,
So
which is mainly chaos. My kind of
Miriam,
character.
Miriam is 8 hours ahead of me, and that would make her 2 hours ahead of you.
Yep. You've missed tea.
Yeah, you missed tea. It's not work, Colleen. It's not work to her. This is not work.
This is the fun part,
yeah,
playing.
this is play.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. I think we need some more blue and some more copper. But I might stop there with this one and think about that for the pull. Blue and copper.
Oh, you still have
Pull.
no, not yet. Don't pull those stencils yet. Do it. No, no. I caught you before it was too late. I win. How about
Okay.
I like the colors you have down there. Throw in the
Yes.
I'm thinking Naples yellow or throw in a yellow, pick a yellow and teal. Yes, I know they're really yes. Yeah, you can do it. More yellow than make the teal spotty. Hi, Mariah. And going to
Spotty teal.
VBS.
You're very
Virtual.
demanding, aren't you? You want a spotty teal. Let me see what I've got underneath all these papers. Oh, wrath of the day when I don't need to have a pile of papers on top of a pile of paints.
Well, we kind of figured something, Mariah. It's okay.
What?
She said, all apologies. It has been crazy with Izzy being home and going to VBS.
VBS.
I don't know. Virtual business school. I don't know. I could have said something else in place of BS.
Oh, what did you want with the Naples yellow? I haven't found that, but I have found buff titanium.
Oh,
so
I'm good with that. Okay, that's good. That's
the
good.
thing?
Teal, turquoise, aquamarine,
Well,
something along those lines. No, that's too bluey. So how about go back to the teal or the I know what I have in mind. Not the fluorescent. Yeah, that'll do. That's more, yeah.
It's going to be quite pale.
Stuff.
I don't know if this is going to go with it. That's quite a heavy body. This is no, maybe not. This is a high flow. No. Let's see what else. Well, I could use the iridescent.
Okay.
One.
Okay. Yeah.
Iridescent blue. This one.
That came out really well on the city perspective. Do that one if it'll work. Yeah.
Okay. It's got more chance of blending in rather than leaving blotches.
Right.
See, I do know something about the paints, only a bit. It's not all guesswork.
I'm curious how these two colors go together. You love it when I get started. I just make suggestions before it's too late.
Yeah, I'm usually just saying, nope, too late. Doing that.
This isn't what I had in mind, but I'm curious now to see how it pulls.
Yeah. Well, have I got any more?
Do you have any to leave it set? No, you can't because it has stencils on it. Never mind.
Well, I was going to pull the stencils up, but you wouldn't let me.
Well, you could pull the stencils up right now and then You could pull them up right now and then take the pull. That would be different.
Yeah, but they're going to be such a mess. There's a lot of
Yeah.
ink paint down
Yeah.
on them.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where you would lay them while you. They are icky.
Very icky.
Icky. Very wet. You got to be fast with her, Paula. You can make suggestions, but you got to be before she hits the too late part.
Really, you've got to be making suggestions before I ask for them. Anyway.
Well, I try to make suggestions before you ask me. I don't usually wait that long.
Yeah, quite smeary. But
Well,
there's something there.
wow, let that dry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gotta let it dry.
And now pull your stencils up.
I
No.
suppose I could.
Just a suggestion. Yeah.
Come on, Howl. Time to go home.
Fran and I have a terrific understanding between us. She wins.
I think that's not too bad.
That's not too bad. I like the, in the end, I like it. But I mean, I know.
Well, we're going to put something else, something darker, more like a alizarin crimson hue and something like phthalo blue, or something more like I don't know.
Well, you have to let this dry first.
Yes, something
You
like
don't do whatever.
coconut violet dark. Probably a bit of that. So we've got to let that dry. That's probably going to take all night. It's quite thick. So we'll put that aside. I've got to take my headphones off to do it because I've got to go over the outside.
What did you say to pull it with?
Try to let that fall off.
I gotta write it down so we don't forget.
And we'll do something with a smaller thing.
Please tell me again what that paint is that you want to use on the one drying. I'll write it down.
Permanent violet dark.
Okay.
And alizarin crimson hue.
Okay.
High flow.
High flow? They're both high flow?
Yep, that's why I picked them.
Okay.
Now I'm going to put down some old favourites. They won't be the ones you were asking for. Sorry about that. But I think it's
no. I was thinking of the turtles, but that's all right. You looked enough.
I've got to cut some more of the turtles because.
Now those are the Nautilus. That's what you were saying earlier. You pulled the trilobites and called them the Nautilus. You had me so confused.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it.
I know. You're forgiven.
Oh, thanks. Gee. So I was thinking something like that, and then we'll try putting this on top.
Right?
Yeah, your suggestion. Yeah?
Okay.
Do you think we should put it on top at the same time?
Well, now...
Or do you think we should put it on a second pull?
Here's the thing.
Second pull is going to be easier.
If you put it on top, Fran, then when you pull it, it's going to be in the background.
Yeah, but if
So
you put it in the pull, if you do pulls with this, and then take them off and pull the result, and then put that down and add that to it, and the second pull, that would be for another time, wouldn't it? You could do the same with the caustic
mhm.
as well
So
as the
however
stained
you
glass.
want to do it and your colors. Um, yes, it is. It's the stained glass one, Mariah. Mariah wants to know the stained glass. Is that one of the new ones everyone was talking about?
Could be. I haven't
Um,
put it up yet. I've only played with it last live stream,
yes,
so I'm
Mariah.
quite happy with
Mariah
how it
wasn't here
worked.
Monday.
I was quite happy with how it worked, so I'll put that up in the Dropbox.
So
Okay.
just to remind you, Mariah probably didn't see the lacy one either.
Oh right, yeah. I'll grab that. I'm not using it because I like the effect on it and I want to save it. I'll go and grab it though. Hang on. Over the
There's
other top.
another one, Mariah, you'll want to see that she's working on. Yeah, I was looking. I called it turtle shell, but she thinks it's more of a stained glass look, and where she's used it, I agree. But I did suggest she lay the turtles down and put the stained glass piece over it, do a
Let
layered
me
one.
remove this for a moment because we've got something to do here
Mm-hmm.
with this. This is the lacy one that we played with last time.
Mm-hmm.
I'd forgotten with that just recently. And this is the stencil.
There you go, Mariah. What do you think?
I really like how this one came out. So we can put something down on this and get set that aside to pull as well because we ought to do that anyway. But I don't really want to use this today because I like it so much. I'm going to cut another one and keep this one as collage. So nice.
Thin tile. See, this is what the ladies were talking about. That it reminded of the embossed ceiling tiles that you can purchase at the hardware store or the wall tiles. You know what I'm thinking of,
Mhm.
Mariah? So that's what they all thought of this. It's lacy looking. It's gorgeous. She did a great job. And the other thing is that she has the little bits that go with it.
Well, those are already in the Dropbox.
Oh,
The
I.
little corner piece that I started with, and the one complete center scroll.
Mm-hmm.
Those two are already in the Dropbox. In fact, there's a row of these in both two different sizes, I think. But that's a question of what you want to do with them. But this I haven't put in there because I've only just played with it last stream and I didn't think about it. I thought you weren't here. I thought you were on holiday, Mariah. I've been working so hard on these elementals, especially Howl. Took me 2 days doing him, and that's from the drawing. So however long it took me to think him up as well. Anyway, here we go. I'm going to put some permanent violet dark down. Do you think that's a good idea with this?
I'm leaving that to you. This is your vision on this one because I already love what's down. So you're on a flow there. You reason that out.
And I'd quite like some iridescent copper as well. Now I've about finished that other pot, so let's make sure this is open first. Oh,
So
it isn't a good idea to make sure.
Mariah will be gone from the 19th to the 25th.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my other bonus daughter is coming to visit on the I don't remember, next Friday. And then she's leaving. We will drive her down to O'Hare Airport to fly it back on the 19th. Yes, she will. She's coming in to stay with her sister for the week and help her out. And then a couple days with us. That's a lot of paint. Wow.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Might take quite a long time to pull. Oh, I do like this. I think that's a lovely background for it.
Wow. Good choices.
There we go. Howl's getting a bit of colour on his bum. Or his feet, maybe. Goodness knows. Right, so we want a nice piece. And with the size of that, it's going to have to be this here, a wet cartridge, what I got massive sheets of. Put that away out the way. Right. I've got to move you a little bit so I can see what I'm doing.
Okay. That's all right.
Whew, that's good. That's a good one. Just going to snip it over there. Sorry. Dropped it. Right. Let's give this a good old squishy down.
Where's your brayer?
Yes, in a minute.
Well, I know you don't have any stencils
Edge
down, so your hands are well enough.
Yeah. Well, I just like to put the edging down. Here we are. There's a nice stencil, nice brayer. I think it works really quite well. It might be squeaky. I can't recommend it for the squeak, but I can recommend it for doing the job. There we go. That's enough of that one. Oh, stop that. Anything won't stop moving. You stay there. Right, so we'll put that aside and I'll bring this one back and we'll do something with that. Maybe anywhere to put anything now. Prints absolutely everywhere. I'll put the rest in that one before it seals itself together. A little bit tacky. Don't need to ruin it. Put the blue one first pull. Right, so we'll put this down and we'll do what we suggested. No, that was fun, wasn't it? So we'll do.
You'll have to line up your camera again.
Oh yes, sorry.
There you go.
It's a bit wonky. That's better. Tighten the green pale, which I like quite a bit. And I think I'm going to use a bit of the Permanent Violet Dark. Permanent Violet Dark. Why? Yes, really bright. Because it's fun.
Small plate, not so much paint.
Oh dear, pity.
Too late.
Too late.
I'm going to get you a t-shirt that says that. Speaking of t-shirts, I
want to ask Mariah a question.
Oh, okay.
I want to know if Patricia can do a partial Fran deliberately, or is it only ever accidental?
A partial what?
Partial Fran. Fran. Didn't you see the document that they've got out?
I have not been online. I've been dealing with this here.
Boy, you want to do that? It's all the what words mean that P and M use.
Oh, those words.
Yeah, and one term was a partial Fran. So I want to see if you can do it deliberately.
Not the documentary, the document, the list. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Mo Cook, is that her name? But Mo.
Yep. Cookie Wookie.
Cookie Wookie.
Haven't seen her for ages. Actually.
Yep. She got the document together with the P-isms.
That's it.
Go ahead and put that in your brain. P-isms. And a partial Fran is one of the P-isms?
Well, it's a P or an M. One or the other.
Yeah, but M-ism doesn't sound as funny as P-ism. Mariah says P can sort of do a partial Fran.
Okay. Well, that's a request. And now that I finished making Howl, I might actually be able to watch a PM Artist Studio video. That would be nice.
I'm behind again.
I've timed it quite well because I like the Thursday Thoughts one, especially when P comes up with some really interesting thoughts.
I take screenshots and notes.
Well, first pull was never great, but yeah, interesting color. So that's what happens when you put Titan Green Pale with permanent. What is it? There we are.
Yeah, it gets
permanent
lost.
Yes, permanent.
You got lost there. So, but you have a nice plate down there now.
Beginning. Yeah, we're not going to start. We're not going to stop immediately. We're going to keep going. So
you've thoroughly confused Miriam. She says she can't even understand what you do.
Well, there you go. Genius at work.
Miriam, she flies by the seat of her pants and she throws things at the wall, and whatever sticks, okay, that works. That's how it goes. Yep. How's that? The art is in there. It's just got to come out. And luckily, there are enough of you that watch her that somebody says, "Oh, I like that." So it's always a win.
Well, I like it even if nobody else does. So
yeah, exactly. Oh, you got the fluorescent in there that time. Very good. Let's see where you go with this.
Going towards blue, I think, next.
I tend to forget myself and try to rein her in. But the truth is, I really love to see where she goes on her own without any suggestions.
No breaks.
Yeah.
No breaks.
Yeah. No obstacles. No distractions. Just let her go. That's what I mean. She goes by the seat of her pants. She's just moving.
What's the fun in just braking gently?
Yeah. Controlled environment.
We have to drive these days. We've got so many limitations on our actions these days. I mean, all we've got left is art, really.
Right, Mariah. I try not to handle her.
Yeah, spiky.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I like that.
There,
that's getting
right?
good.
Would you have put them together? Anybody else out there? Would you have put those colors together when you laid them down? Would you have foreseen that? I don't know that she can foresee it because of her ability, but maybe that's why she doesn't have the barriers. You know, Fran, I never thought of that.
What?
Because of your aphantasia.
Oh, aphantasia, yeah, because I can't visualize what will happen. So let's just play with it anyway.
There you go. So you don't. There's no roadblocks for you there. There's no stop. No let's think about it and maybe go. You don't do that.
No,
you can't see it.
Yep. I cannot visualize what's going to happen. I mean, the color wheel has never really sort of learnt the color wheel as such. I mean, I understand that orange and yellow can make quite not orange and yellow, purple and yellow can make quite a muddy color. But even so, if you play with it, sometimes muddy is nice.
Small plate.
I
agree. I agree. She's a genius.
Shush.
Just okay.
So it's a small plate.
Yes.
Tough. Try and get the last drip out of that bottle. Whoops. Oh, that shot off out of the view, didn't it?
And these colors go really well with the Nautilus too. All right. Don't get excited. Now there's where I can handle you.
Yeah.
Breathe.
I'll have to get some more of this tissue sometime.
And this is still the carnival paper, right? Oh, you're pulling it up a little bit. Easy.
Carnival wet string. I'm just trying to cut it off because it's sticking to the braille sheet over there.
Yeah.
See, I've got some colour on it. Yeah.
Yep. Oh. Well, that's all right.
Just want to get the last little bits and take a drink. We have a little attack heading this way. Never mind. And we could figure out what was causing it and what we'd do to get rid of it. Oh, I like this. This is looking good. Look at that.
Ooh. Ooh,
Oh,
lovely.
Like lovely. That was in the head. How are we doing? Oh. I think we take this up and let it dry. I think we do. That's looking good. That's looking good. A bit damp there.
Yeah.
That's looking quite good too. Look at the lovely colours.
Yep.
Lovely.
You could stamp those off, or you could let them dry like that because those are really nice.
Yeah, I can always cut some more. That's the great thing about having your own designs and your own machine to cut them on.
Yep.
Some of us are lucky that way. But there's some bubbles on here. I don't know if they'll pop or what, but we'll leave that to dry, see what happens. Because that is looking good. I would like to do similar with the with these. So that means I've got to cut that to create a better effect
with the trilobite. Well, you had trilobites cut
on the brain. I had them on the brain. Yeah, I had them. I brought them in here with the turtles. I thought, or I put them together with the turtles. I found them in the end room while I was doing some work in there and tidying up things, but don't know where they went. Couldn't find them. Mind you did remind me about it with about a couple of minutes to go before the stream started, so I didn't have a lot of time to look.
Yeah, that's okay, Paulo. We know. Feel better, dear. Get some food in you.
Yeah, always rest up when you can.
She's got
Is she off?
Cold.
Yeah, you don't take care of that. Is she off, is she?
Yeah, she says dinner time.
Bye-bye, Paula. I'm cutting these out separately because then, I might leave that like that. Then I can position them on a small plate where I like. See, that one may not even make it to the small plate, but the other ones will. I've got this one.
Miriam, if you're hand cutting and you have a tear or a bad cut, just call it an IMPP, an imperfectly perfect stencil.
Yep.
Like Mariah's.
Isn't that IMPS?
What?
Imperfectly perfect stencil. Just asking.
Okay, IMPPS. Well, it no, it wouldn't necessarily because it could mean for anything.
Yeah,
So we'll just stick with the imp.
because we get imperfectly perfect fruit here as well, and the vegetables at Sainsbury's. So
So yeah.
not quite the same, but like if you
No,
get grapes of varying sizes and they're not uniform, but they
it's
still
not.
taste lovely.
Miriam wants to know if that's Yupo that you're cutting. No, Miriam, she's using
Oh,
Tyvek.
so
It's
Tyvek, correct.
a it's a I'm gonna type it in for you so you can see it.
It's a synthetic material, man-made material.
It's a yeah,
What they
and
use on new buildings to insulate them as they're being built.
like a it's a moisture barrier on buildings.
Yep.
It's a sort of fabric, but it's used as a moisture barrier here in the States. I
Also,
don't know.
isn't it also what the US post office makes some envelopes out of to
Yes,
protect
a
the
thinner version they use to make mailers.
and they also make protection suits out of it for people who are
Hazmat
going to do
suits,
things
yes.
like deal with things like asbestos. You see the
Yep.
people in the asbestos suits.
Well, and also because the suits themselves are just slip-on like things. They're
And
very
they're not as
thin,
bad
but
as
they
some others.
protect them from like if you're a painter, you know, you they're like coveralls to put on your over your clothes and things like that. And yes, Miriam, she does use them more than once. She uses them many times over and over.
But sometimes when I'm doing it, I find that the result is so nice that I want to use that particular coloured piece of whatever it is in something else as a piece itself, like in collage or anything like that,
Yeah,
or
like an
making it a
embellishment. Yeah.
piece of ephemera. Yes. But the thing about this stuff is because it's breathable membrane, when they make the hazmat type suits out of it, it means people don't get quite so sticky and sweaty inside.
Mm,
And
yes.
that, I think.
Not with a Cricut, Miriam. She has the same thing I have. We have the same machines. Mine is newer. We have a Silhouette Cameo. I have a Silhouette Cameo 4. She has a Silhouette Cameo 2, which is very similar to a Cricut, but not the same as a Cricut. The software is a bit different.
I
And and
think
Mariah has the Cricut.
yes, she has a couple of crickets, in fact,
Yeah.
including Maker, which is quite fancy. But I think I could be wrong, but I think the silhouette can cut a little finer than the cricket can, which is one reason why I wasn't so keen on buying a Maker because I thought if I'm going to buy a new machine, I think I'd rather buy the newer silhouette.
Yeah.
It would have
Yeah.
been an advantage to be able to see how delicate you need to cut, you need to design the stencils to be able to be cut by Mariah with her
Hi,
crickets.
Evie.
But it was
So,
just a bit expensive in the end. I just
Miriam
thought,
says she has one. I'm not sure what, a silhouette or a cricket. Evie's here. Hi, Evie. And Mariah says she has four, two makers and two Explore Air.
wow.
Wow. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, Mariah, you and Brad need to get real serious and get a CNC and put those things aside. Those are uh, for Izzy's inheritance.
You know, Ian
Uh,
has got me a NAS,
a what?
NAS, NASS, for backing up the computer.
Never
16
heard.
gigabytes.
Never heard of it. We have external hard drives. We have a 14 terabyte. He has two 14 terabyte external hard drives for his photography.
There we go. All done.
Terabytes. Oh my God.
Okay.
So yes, Miriam has a Cricut Maker 3.
Yeah. Well, that's good because it'll help her design things for Mariah, because I
Yes,
think Mariah's
yes.
got one of them, hasn't she? The Maker 3,
Yes.
that's the one she...
Yeah, she said she had to buy, so she went for the one Mariah recommended.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carla, I'm sorry about the air issues over there on the in the east and southeast there, or central east. They're getting. I have a friend in Pennsylvania who posted pictures today about the smoke going through her area from the Canadian wildfires. It's been very dry here. Very dry.
Right. So, you see what I mean about the big one? It is just a little big
Yeah.
for this plate. I mean, you could get it on, yeah, sure. And then get a couple of smaller ones on as well.
Oh, all the way down to Charlotte. Evie, are you guys, I know you don't really go out much. I hope you don't go out much with this, but are you guys experiencing the smoke from the fires?
There we are. I like that design. There we go. Go for that.
Are you going to leave the big one on there?
I think so, yeah. Just to try. But that's what we're going to do. Okay. So, what are we going to put down first?
Well, could I suggest that you do multiple colors instead of just one color?
You could. My kind of suggestion.
Yeah. Just a suggestion. I do too, Evie. I love the trilobites. They're so ancient. So we need some lighter color. We need a lighter color because you're getting mud there. Yeah, I could suggest whatever I want. If you want to talk about handling, I'm thinking she handles me. Oh, I'm glad you threw that green in there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think the lighter color suggestion. I did pay attention.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Well, I wasn't going to say green. I didn't have a thought for green, just something lighter so you didn't get all mud. Or midnight.
Midnight Invasion, yeah. No, not big enough. Definitely not big enough. No, not wide enough. Let's just go for a bigger sheet. Easier than
That's the sound first.
Oh yes, must do that. So we'll put this one on first. Just a suggestion. It's not quite how I had it before, but there we go. That's good enough. Good enough for government work. This pull will not be great because it's the first one. See, with putting the big one down, the little tiny dots have got more chance of showing up.
Okay.
That's why I like the big one. In fact, I don't think I ever used... Let's see, what before I open my mouth and put my foot in it. Yeah, I didn't use the big, the little tiny dotted one
Yeah.
in anything but a big one. So when I was printing it, cutting it out and designing it, it was always that like that. The others had the medium-sized dots and the almost no dots at all.
Yeah. So you
So
really have to, because air gets under that tissue paper, you really have to make sure you push well
yeah,
to get the definition to come through.
I think I've got something. Let's cut this first. It's easier when it's still on the plate. So you've got to be fairly quick because you don't want it to stick to the plate or to the stencils. You've only just put down. Too small. Look at that. Too small. Oh, that's nice. That is nice.
Right?
I love that. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Lovely, lovely. That fluorescent green and the, what was it? Phthalo turquoise. That's blending beautifully there.
Yes, it is. I can
Might
see
try
it
to
where you
put
mean it.
together. Yeah. Right, I'm going to put this one down someplace so we don't leave room behind me. Oh,
You
look,
pretty much cleaned the plate.
things have fallen down. Just a minute. Pick that up. Okay, it's too many hairs on it. Oh, too late.
Oh, you know me
That's
so well, Miriam.
just in time. Look, that was near, that was heading for the floor. It didn't quite make it. Cool. That's a relief. Put it up out the way. Right. So let's try with some more. Remember that combo though, those two. They
All
did
right.
work quite well. And with the purple.
Fluorescent
Permanent violet
green.
dark. Fluorescent green, turquoise phthalo, and permanent violet dark. Worked really nicely. Let's try with some lighter colours now. Quinacridone magenta. We haven't used that one yet, I don't think.
How do you spell violet?
If you don't know that by now.
Hey, I write my name. It's Babe.
Oh, right. Okay. Really getting near the end of this now.
I put those together. And then with the large plate that's drying, you did permanent violet dark and alizarin crimson. So I made sure I wrote that down because I like the way those were looking.
Mm.
But now I'm loving these colors.
Well, that's just the quinacridone magenta and copper.
Ooh, ah, right, Evie? You sound like Bessie. The other day, Bessie was ooh, ah, and everything. And now I'm seeing I didn't see the copper. Yeah, it does look pink, but I'm seeing the copper in there. I'm seeing it. I think it's going to show up very well on the paper. But then what do I know? I could be wrong. I'm due.
Just might get another one out of that.
Rose gold.
I might just have to be awfully accurate. That's scary. Having to be accurate. Dear me. Juicy.
Look at that copper. See, I knew it was going to show up.
Not bad at all. Not at all bad. Nice. And it's certainly colouring the stencils beautifully. Yeah. Lovely. Right. Another one to go down.
So that was Let's go over the colors. Carla's writing it down, or I'll write it down. Let's go over what those colors were. Were copper?
Yeah. What's that with quinacridone magenta, I think, because I wanted to go a bit lighter.
And these are both golden.
Yep, high flows. But you don't have to use high flows. I mean, if you've only got the fluid acrylics, go for that.
Yeah.
If you've only got Amsterdam, go for that.
Yeah.
I mean, Amsterdam's a lovely paint. Look at the bronze.
Oh, yeah, I have that one. Thank you very much.
I actually think that's copper, but they can call it what they like as long as they still sell it. So what do we put on this one? How about we try the copper with that, or
is that
with
iridescent?
Yeah, that's the iridescent blue-green, or with the iridescent green-blue, which is close but a little bit greener. What do you think?
Yeah, I sounds good to me.
I think those two might be better. Just to prove you don't have to use golden.
Hi, Teresa. How are you, dear?
This is where we put too much paint on, because this is easier to make too big a blob with.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh. Gentle then. Gentle.
That's the trouble with the heavier body stuff. It does that more often than the other stuff.
Well, sometimes when you put the hiding down, depending on how well it went down, the first layer,
yeah,
it'll move too. So, ooh, I love this.
Oh, that moved because that was originally over there.
Oh, well. Gorgeous happenstance. Lay down, Trilly. That one's going to pull up too.
Yeah, I think it will have given half a chance.
Where'd it go?
Stay there.
They're not being friendly. They're just not being friendly. I want to know what these two are again. This is the bronze.
Yeah, the Amsterdam bronze.
And the Amsterdam.
Sorry, standard series. And the iridescent green blue Dyna Studio Acrylics. Pabea.
Oh, Pabeo. Okay, I wrote, yeah, okay, let's fix that. I knew it was Pabeo. Let's fix that. These are good colors. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
It's a question of getting used to the paints you've got. Because I'm so used to using the high flow because I love them so much. I'm wrongly inclined to treat them like high flow, these other colours, and that is not a good thing to do. You want to treat them the way they need to be treated. Oh, that's rather nice though, isn't it? Look at that.
Did you do that? Okay.
Pretty good. Not bad at all. Twisted. I've got to untwist it. Hang on. One. So we've still got quite a lot on there. So I think the best thing is just to take this sheet, which probably isn't the right size, but we'll try anyway. Pull up what we can. Get it all over my hands. Who cares? Right. pull this one up. Still got all the trilobites on, even though we haven't got. Oh, it's nice. Haven't got the edges of the plate. Look, that's quite nice. Just a little. Let's see what happens when idiot here doesn't. Sorry, fool over here doesn't use so much paint or does a second pull.
It's beautiful, Fran.
I like it.
Look at the trilobites. Look at.
Yeah,
They're gorgeous.
I think that's good. I think that's cool. Right, I think you're going to have to stop soon because I'm not going to be able to move at all. I'm completely hemmed in now. So, let's lift this up, seeing as how that one didn't want to stay anyway. Oh, that was lovely, that wasn't it? Wasn't that lovely? Oh, it's all gorgeous now.
Oh,
Look at them.
yes.
So, look at the mess he made.
Yes.
He's not so good.
Well, he's
just reluctant to join in.
Yes. There's always one, right?
There's always one, and it's the littlest one. He doesn't know what's good for him. But that's going to be quite nice, I think.
Yeah.
Quite. And I quite fancy pulling it with a similar colours to these, you know. Although let's have a look at the other side. There is some of it coming through. We could maybe pull it with the fluorescent green and the permanent violet dark. Or maybe not. I'm not sure. Because that looks awful.
Write it down. I'm gonna leave you because whatever you say today, when you go to pull Friday, you'll be in a different place.
Yeah, I'll have a different mood by then. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do see that the little fellow who wouldn't cooperate, when you turn that over, he really still looks nice.
Yeah, he's not bad, is he?
He's not bad.
Sorry, that one there.
He tried to ruin it, but he didn't.
He didn't. Just not so much of the fluorescent green left because he smudged it a bit. But that's okay. So that will, so we've got what, 3 to do for next time?
Yeah, Titan Buff sounds good. That does sound good, Mariah. But come Friday.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I might have different ideas by then. But I think going towards, I like these colours. And although there are some visible here on this side, there aren't a lot of them. And I quite fancy going with more of the fluorescent green and maybe the fluorescent green and the turquoise, like I suggested. For the other, it was for this one, I think. Yeah. Fluorescent green and the turquoise phthalo. Because I think they blend very nicely to make a rather rich green.
And you threw in a permanent violet dark on that one too. That other one. Yep, those two.
Yeah, because you can see the permanent violet dark on here. Yeah.
When you said you liked the fluorescent green and the turquoise phthalo together, you also said permanent violet dark, so I wrote it down.
Yeah. So there we are. Yeah. Okay. So I think we better stop now because it's going to take me a while to work my way out of here. Picking up one, finding somewhere to put it. But we've got that one and this one to do when they're dry. And did we put a sheet on the big one or was that waiting?
Miriam asked if there's other wet tissue, not the carnival. Miriam, I think it may have been Anne or somebody that used the tissue that flowers are wrapped in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what the carnival tissue was originally meant for.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So if you get another wet strength tissue from someone else, try it out. If it's wet strength, it's got a good chance of being just as good.
Right. So, and that's what.
And if you ever find a wet strength black tissue, please let all of us, me, everybody know, because we'd love some of that. We keep looking for it. We haven't found any yet.
Miriam, if you see bouquets of flowers sold in stalls or on the street or whatever, or even in the store, they have bouquets of flowers that they wrap you say, I want a bouquet, you pick out your flowers and they wrap it with paper. That paper is usually a wet strength tissue.
Uh-huh.
Not
Unless they put the cellophane round first and the wet strength
right,
tissue
right.
after.
Not always. But if they use a tissue paper, it's usually a wet strength tissue.
All the bubbles have burst on this, you know.
Did they?
All those little bubbles burst, leaving little bubble marks. Isn't that nice? Ooh,
So are you
lovely.
done then,
We've
dear?
got those
Would you like me to come back?
two, please. And
Uh,
we've got the one over there with Howl on to do.
I don't know.
Well,
I
we've got to
love
wait for them to dry, and then we can get on and put colour on and put a sheet down. So that's it for today from the Mad Scientists.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you all for the wonderful thumbs up. We appreciate it, and the questions and the chat.
Well, thanks for everybody for popping in and popping out, and I hope you've watched the replay. If you don't, I hope somebody else watches the replay, and I hope you've enjoyed. Anyway, we've all had fun.
Yeah, and we'll see you tomorrow
Basically.
in PM Artist Studio Live for Thursday.
Yeah, and Violet, remind me about that because I don't want to miss that. I've missed a few
Okay,
lately.
I will.
These.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye.
I'm in charge, so hold the phone. I'm in charge.
I'm
Bye bye,
holding.
everybody.
Bye.